Welcome to Laboratory of Dreams.
Welcome to the Lab of Dreams channel, where stories come alive and magic unfolds in the most unexpected ways. Tonight, as the snow gently falls and the festive lights twinkle in the distance, we invite you to join us on a whimsical adventure in the charming town of Tinselton. Our tale, The Mischief of Jasper Jingle, the Day Christmas Almost Wasn't, is a story of wonder, intrigue, and the heartwarming spirit of the holiday season. In this enchanting narrative, we meet Jasper Jingle, a character as unique as he is mysterious, known in Tinselton for his solitary ways and his curious aversion to the town's grand Christmas celebrations. But as we all know, every story has two sides, and Jasper's is about to be unveiled. So, gather around, cozy up with your favorite winter blanket, and let's delve into the snow-covered streets of Tinselton, where secrets lurk and laughter reigns. Join us as we discover what happens when the magic of Christmas is threatened and how one person's actions can change the heart of an entire town. Our story begins on a crisp winter's eve in the bustling town of Tinselton. Tinselton was a town that lived and breathed Christmas. As December's frosty fingers wrapped around the quaint little town, every street corner, every shop, and every home burst into a riot of reds, greens, and golds. Lights twinkled like stars fallen to earth, and the air was filled with the sweet melody of carols and the spicy scent of mulled cider. In the heart of Tinselton, the excitement was palpable. The townsfolk were preparing for the biggest event of the year, the annual Christmas festival. There were trees to be decorated, gifts to be wrapped, and a grand feast to be planned. Everyone was involved. Everyone, that is, except for Jasper Jingle. Jasper lived on the outskirts of Tinselton in a quaint cottage that seemed to shrink away from the town's festive cheer. Known to the townsfolk as a bit of an oddball, Jasper was rarely seen participating in any communal activities, especially not the Christmas festival. To the children of Tinselton, Jasper was a figure of intrigue and mystery. Rumors swirled around him like snowflakes in a blizzard. Some said he was a wizard, others whispered he was a former toy maker who had grown bitter and cold. On this particular evening, as the town was abuzz with preparations, Jasper sat in his workshop, a room filled with inventions and gadgets of all kinds. His latest creation, however, was not one of joy, but of quiet. Jasper had designed a machine, not out of malice, but out of a desire for peace, a device that would dampen the overwhelming noises and bright lights of the town's celebrations. As Jasper tinkered with his invention, unaware of the consequences it would soon unleash, Tinselton continued its merrymaking, oblivious to the fact that this Christmas might be unlike any other they had ever experienced. The night before the grand Christmas festival, Tinselton slept under a blanket of stars, unaware of the change that the coming dawn would bring. Jasper Jingle, with a mix of trepidation and hope, had set his invention into motion. Its purpose was simple: to dim the lights and soften the sounds of the town's celebrations to a more bearable level. As the first rays of the winter sun crept over the snow-covered rooftops of Tinselton, something unusual happened. The vibrant colors of the Christmas decorations seemed muted. The cheerful holiday music playing throughout the town had lost its vigor, and the overall festive spirit felt strangely subdued. The townsfolk awoke to this muted Christmas atmosphere with confusion and concern. The once bright lights of Tinselton now gave off only a faint glow, and the lively Christmas tunes sounded distant and dull. It was as if the very essence of Christmas joy had been drained from the town. Among the puzzled residents were siblings Lily and Leo, known for their adventurous spirits and love for Christmas. They immediately sensed that something was amiss. Determined to uncover the cause of this sudden change, they embarked on an impromptu investigation, their youthful curiosity leading the way. Their first clue came in the form of a peculiar, low hum, barely audible but consistent, emanating from the direction of Jasper Jingle's cottage. Remembering the town's tales about the reclusive inventor, they decided to pay him a visit, wondering if he might have something to do with the strange occurrence. Jasper's cottage, usually quiet and unassuming, had an air of activity about it. As Lily and Leo approached, they noticed a faint, shimmering light coming from one of the windows, unusual for the usually dark and silent house. Knocking on Jasper's door felt like an intrusion into a world of secrets and solitude. The door creaked open, revealing Jasper, his expression one of surprise and slight annoyance at being disturbed so early in the morning. "Mr. Jingle, did you notice that something's happened to the Christmas decorations and music in town?" Lily asked, her tone polite yet direct. Jasper's eyes flickered with a hint of realization. "Ah, so it worked then," he muttered, more to himself than to his visitors. "Worked? What do you mean?" Leo inquired, his curiosity piqued. Jasper hesitated, then sighed, realizing that his invention had perhaps worked a little too well. He invited the siblings inside and explained his creation, a device designed to tone down the overwhelming sensory inputs of Christmas in Tinselton. Lily and Leo listened with a mix of awe and concern. "But Mr. Jingle," Leo said, "everyone in Tinselton loves the Christmas spirit. It's what makes this time of year so special for us." Jasper's face softened. He hadn't intended to dampen the spirits of the entire town, only to create a little peace for himself. He hadn't considered how his actions might affect others. Realizing the unintended impact of his invention, Jasper agreed to help Lily and Leo restore the town's Christmas cheer. Together, they devised a plan to reverse the effects of the device and bring back the festive spirit to Tinselton. As they set out to implement their plan, Jasper felt a twinge of guilt for his hasty actions. He had been so caught up in his own discomfort with the season's festivities that he had failed to see the joy it brought to others. The trio worked through the day, adjusting the device and gradually restoring the vibrant lights and cheerful music to Tinselton. By evening, the town had returned to its festive splendor, much to the relief and delight of its residents. The restoration of Tinselton's Christmas spirit brought not only the return of its vibrant lights and joyous carols, but also an air of curiosity and unexpected fellowship. As the townsfolk gathered in the town square, marveling at the reinvigorated decorations and the lively music, whispers about the cause of the day's strange events buzzed through the crowd. Lily and Leo, standing beside Jasper in the square, felt a sense of accomplishment. They had not only helped to restore the Christmas spirit, but had also uncovered a side of Jasper Jingle that few in Tinselton knew existed. Mayor Hollyberry, a robust woman with a heart as warm as her festive name suggested, called for everyone's attention. Standing on the steps of the town hall, she addressed the gathered crowd, her voice full of gratitude and wonder. "Today, we experienced a Christmas mystery," she began, her eyes twinkling under the glow of the festive lights. "But thanks to Lily, Leo, and surprisingly, Jasper Jingle, our beloved town is back to its festive best." All eyes turned to Jasper, who stood awkwardly, unaccustomed to being the center of attention. The townsfolk, who had only known him as the reclusive figure on the outskirts of Tinselton, looked on with a mix of surprise and newfound respect. Jasper cleared his throat, addressing the crowd. I didn't realize how much joy this season brought to all of you. I only wanted a bit of peace from the constant bustle. I never intended to take away what makes Christmas special for Tinselton." His admission was met with a moment of silence. Then Mayor Hollyberry stepped forward, her expression softening. "Jasper, your actions today showed us something important, that the spirit of Christmas isn't just about lights and music. It's about understanding and caring for one another." The mayor's words resonated with the crowd. Slowly, smiles returned to their faces, and a gentle murmur of agreement swept through the square. The incident had brought the community closer, opening a dialogue of empathy and understanding. Encouraged by the mayor's words, the townsfolk approached Jasper, offering words of kindness and invitations to join the Christmas festivities. Jasper, who had spent many years keeping the world at arm's length, found himself overwhelmed by the warmth and acceptance of the Tinselton community. As the evening wore on, Tinselton celebrated its Christmas festival with renewed vigor and a deeper sense of togetherness. The Merriweather siblings, content with their day's adventure, enjoyed the festivities, their hearts full of joy and pride. Jasper, now in the midst of the celebration, felt a long-forgotten sensation stirring within him, the joy of being part of a community, of sharing in the collective spirit of a special time of year. He realized that sometimes the brightest lights of Christmas are found in the hearts of those around us. The festival ended with the entire town gathered around the giant Christmas tree in the square, singing carols under the starry winter sky. In that moment, Tinselton was more than just a town celebrating Christmas. It was a community that had come together, understanding each other a little better. The morning after the Christmas festival, Tinselton awoke to a world where the snow seemed brighter and the air crackled with leftover joy from the night before. The town was buzzing with discussions about the festival, Jasper's surprising involvement, and the newfound sense of community that had enveloped everyone. Jasper Jingle, for the first time in many years, found himself at the heart of these discussions. As he walked through the town, a path he had rarely taken in recent years, he was greeted with warm smiles and friendly nods. Children waved at him, and shopkeepers called out cheerful hellos. The change in the town's perception of him was as heartwarming as it was surprising. Meanwhile, Lily and Leo, the Merriweather siblings, felt a sense of pride in their role in the previous day's events. They had not only helped restore the Christmas spirit, but had also played a part in changing the life of a man who had become an enigma in their town. At the local cafe, a spontaneous gathering of townsfolk had formed. Jasper, with some hesitation, was persuaded to join. As he sat among his neighbors, sharing stories and laughter, he realized how much he had missed being part of a community. The conversations were not just about the festival, but ranged from everyday anecdotes to shared memories of past Christmases. Mayor Hollyberry, joining the gathering, saw an opportunity. She proposed that Jasper use his inventive skills to help plan future town events, suggesting that his unique perspective could bring new and exciting elements to Tinselton's traditions. Jasper was taken aback by the offer, but intrigued. "Perhaps I could," he mused, "if it means a bit less noise and a little more harmony." The idea was met with enthusiastic approval. The townsfolk began to brainstorm, with Jasper's inventions at the forefront of their plans. Ideas for quieter, yet equally festive, celebrations were discussed, blending Jasper's desire for tranquility with the town's love for festivity. As the day progressed, Jasper found himself more involved in the community than he had been in years. Lily and Leo, watching the transformation, felt a surge of happiness. They had not only solved a mystery, but had also helped someone find their place in the world again. That evening, as Jasper returned to his cottage, he felt a warmth that wasn't just from the crackling fireplace. It was the warmth of belonging, of being understood and appreciated. He looked out of his window at the twinkling lights of Tinselton and smiled, a genuine smile of contentment and hope. For the first time in a long time, Jasper Jingle was looking forward to being a part of Christmas in Tinselton. He realized that sometimes the greatest gift one can receive is a second chance, a chance to be part of something bigger, to contribute, and to be connected with those around us. As the days leading up to Christmas passed, Tinselton was abuzz with a renewed spirit, one that harmoniously blended Jasper Jingle's innovative ideas with the town's festive traditions. The changes in the town were subtle, yet meaningful, creating a celebration that was both joyous and considerate of Jasper's preference for tranquility. Jasper, once a reclusive figure, had become an integral part of the town's preparations. His inventions, once designed to keep the world at bay, now added a unique charm to the festivities. There were gentle lights that glowed warmly without dazzling, and music boxes that played carols in a soft, melodious hum, all crafted by Jasper's skilled hands. Lily and Leo watched with delight as Tinselton embraced these changes. The siblings felt a sense of pride in having played a part in Jasper's transformation and the town's newfound unity. They realized that the true magic of Christmas lay not just in the decorations and gifts, but in the joy of coming together as a community, respecting and valuing each other's differences. The long-awaited Christmas Eve arrived, and with it, the culmination of Tinselton's new approach to celebrating. The town square, adorned with Jasper's creations, was a sight to behold. Families gathered, wrapped in the warm glow of the season, sharing stories and laughter. Mayor Hollyberry, in her speech, highlighted the importance of empathy and understanding. "This year," she said, "we learned that the heart of our town beats stronger when we listen to each other and work together. Thanks to Jasper and our young friends, Lily and Leo, we have discovered new ways to celebrate that bring joy to everyone in Tinselton." Jasper, standing among the townsfolk, felt a deep sense of belonging. The smiles and nods of appreciation from his neighbors warmed his heart more than any fire could. He realized that he had not only given something valuable to the town, but had also received a priceless gift in return, the gift of friendship and community. As the clock struck midnight, signaling the arrival of Christmas Day, the town erupted in cheers and festive greetings. Jasper found himself surrounded by the Merriweather siblings and other children of Tinselton, all eager to share the moment with him. The Christmas festival was a beautiful blend of the old and the new, a celebration that was quieter than before, but no less joyful. It was a testament to the fact that change, when embraced with an open heart, can lead to something truly wonderful. As the festivities continued into the night, the snow began to fall gently over Tinselton, covering the town in a blanket of white. Under the starlit sky, the residents of Tinselton celebrated a Christmas that would be remembered for years to come, a Christmas where every heart was merry and every soul felt the warmth of togetherness. Dear listeners and friends of the Lab of Dreams channel, our journey through the enchanting tale of The Mischief of Jasper Jingle, The Day Christmas Almost Wasn't, has come to a heartwarming conclusion. If you've enjoyed this whimsical adventure through Tinselton and the delightful transformation of Jasper Jingle, please share this story with others who might appreciate the warmth and cheer of a good Christmas tale. Don't forget to subscribe to the Lab of Dreams channel if you haven't already. By subscribing, you become a part of our ever-growing family of dreamers and storytellers, ensuring you never miss out on our enchanting tales and adventures. As we bid farewell to Tinselton and its charming residents, we invite you to stay a while longer and immerse yourself in the soothing melodies of our relaxing music. Thank you once again for joining us on this magical journey. Until we meet again in another story, we wish you serene dreams and starry nights. Goodbye, and keep the spirit of imagination and wonder alive in your hearts.